might talk to you a little bit about the fun parts of being on a reality show and some of the struggles, because I seem to have them often with my castmates, Lydia. And, kind of what I've learned from being on the show and how, even when you go through little stupid things like arguments about whether you're questioning someone's illness and you're not, Peggy, you do learn a lot about yourself and you realize that you're strong and you can get through it when people are accusing you of things that you haven't done. But it's a crazy story, I guess I should tell you, of how I got on the show. I was 49 years old, and my friend was a plastic surgeon, and he got a call from a casting agent if they knew anybody who had a unique home. And he said, oh, I know someone who has a basketball court and a tea party room and all that sort of thing. So she said, here, have her call me, and I didn't. And 6 months later, I found the number, and my kid said, Mom, you got a call. So I did, and the girl said, well, we've already done that show, but would you ever be on the Real Housewives or consider it? And I said, oh, no. But I watched the show and I started thinking, well, how does this show work? I'd like to kind of see it behind the scenes. So I called her back, and the next day the head of casting called and said, can you send me your red carpet photos? And I said, I can send you a Christmas card photo. And right away they said, oh, come up. And I didn't want to tell David because he didn't even know the show, and I thought they're not going to ask me. So I made up this big thing. Oh, it's a friend's birthday party, whatever. So I went, and then they gave me a call back on the spot, and I had to come home and tell David. And then it was a competition, and I didn't think I'd get it, but then I wanted to win, and it was down to 12 people, and then I got it. So it's been an adventure because I've been through a lot of stuff, but I've had a lot of fun. So one of the perks of being on the show is that you get to meet other Bravo people. So had you asked me, who would you want to meet, any political figure, Academy Award actor, sports person, anything, I would have said Jeff Lewis. And I got the chance to meet him through Tamara. She said, I'm going to meet Jeff at a bar in Laguna. Do you want to meet? And Dave and I were driving, go, hang at you. And we went to meet them at this bar at 3 o'clock. I hadn't eaten anything all day. And we had cocktails. It got so loud, they kicked us out of the bar. And then he came to my house, and I was in a panic, like it was a mess. I didn't think anyone was coming. And here Jeff Lewis was coming to look at my house. And he walked through every single room, looking at it, examining it. But he had Gage take a couple pictures. So that was a good thing. And we've been great friends ever since. He got extremely inebriated and went through my Christmas card basket and criticized every single picture that he saw, which, I wish I would have recorded that because it was crazy fun. Another thing that I think is funny, and I might get in trouble for telling you this, but Tamara and I went back to New York a year or so ago to do an upfront, and so we got to hang out with Sonia, Ramona, Luann, and I gotta tell you, those New York housewives, we think that we can go a little fun and crazy. They are off the chart. Ramona was talking to a guy. Another man came up and said, I think he's living with a woman. So I whispered to Luann, I don't know if Ramona should be talking to that guy because I think he's living with someone else. And so when I went to the restroom, Luann told Ramona, they came back, confronted me. Ramona said, how could you say that? He's not living with somebody else. And then Luann goes, well, I think he's good looking. Then Ramona goes, do you want him? And Luann goes, no, you can have him. And then Sonia took us to an underground bar later that night with Paul Nassif. She was rubbing his leg throughout the night. And then we look over and about 3 a.m. Luann's making out with some new guy that she had just met. And then when it was time to go to the hotel with Paul, and I was with Jenny Poulos, Sonia just hopped in the car. And she went back to the hotel with us. And this was like 4 in the morning, and they were up at 9 a.m. ready to go the next day. So crazy fun. But being on the show is hard because I know what I film, but I don't know what other people film. So that's the hard part, is you watch back and you see people say character damaging things like I'm crazy and I'm insane, or mayor of Crazy Town, Lydia. I'm not. I haven't said anything mean about Lydia yet. I mean, I try not to do that. I think when Megan was on, I think I said she's pretty, she's young, but that's all I said. So people can be mean, and it's hard. That's why I'm getting really ready for that reunion, because I really had it this season. It's been hard. I don't know if you guys have been watching, but there's the little behind the scenes things, like in Ireland. It was our last night in Ireland, and the producer said, I know you guys are tired, but it's really dead out there. Liven it up, Shannon. And I like to be a little wild and crazy. And so I ordered tequila for the table. Oh, then I turn into being the bully of, I'm going to make everybody drink. But, just have a little fun. It's our last night in Ireland. Like the drag, I don't know if you've watched this season, the drag Queen Bingo. That was like the most fun thing ever, to be Bret Michaels. And I just found out he did tweet me. So I'm going to follow through with that. Absolutely. And I just do want to make one thing clear. I do not blame Vicki Gunvalson for my weight gain, although I am working on it. I'm halfway through my weight loss, so lost like 20 pounds. But, that's Vicki. You'll just say one thing and then she'll just spin it on and say over and over, yeah, well, see, Shannon's blaming me for the weight. No, she caused me stress, which made me drink the vodka and eat a lot more than I was used to, and I think that's normal. But here's another lesson: is I know that I'm stronger than that, and I kind of beat myself up about it. But now it's okay. You can't let other people get under your skin like that. There are going to be mean people that you encounter all the time in your lives, and you just can't. You got to let it roll off. Andy Cohen once said to me that it takes 9 years. It took him 9 years to get a thick skin. So I'm like in year 4, and I got a ways to go. I have definite ways to go. The other thing that I think has been great about this show is that I have developed true friendships. Tamara Judge and I, we've already texted 30 times so far today. And I know that they made me look like I was crazy, stalker Shannon, texting Tamara all the time. If I don't text her back within 1 minute, she says, "Where are you, Shannon?" So it's a fun ride. I've never traveled away from my family, and to be able to go and do that and do crazy fun things, and I can't wait for next year, because I think this year's been a little down, and I've got my crazy, zany, fun Shannon back. So we're gonna go beyond and have some fun again. So
there's a light inside your eyes. You make me feel like I'm awake.